Have you ever thought about people immigrating to this country? Or do you know anyone who has? Refugees are people who are trying to escape war and crisis in their own country. Every day, thousands of people are mistreated and forced away from safe places just because people think they are terrorists or they're going to harm everyone else. Just because they are different or they look different or they're coming from a different place does not mean they should be treated differently. Refugees come into our country but just want to be safe. If they're forced back, they can be put in danger and in war. Refugee immigrant bans should not be allowed because all they do is force people away in need. Before my parents were married, when they lived in New York, my dad used to come from Montreal to New York every day as a Canadian citizen. One day he recognized an officer from the day before and said hello to him. Immediately the officer sent him through many layers of security and my dad ended up being sent back to the Canadian border where he had all his possessions removed and all his items checked. He was left there crying in tears because he had no way out and he had to wait for help. My mother ended up getting him out and bringing him back because she found out where he had been brought to. Imagine you being deported, and imagine how you would feel if you were, instead of being deported safely, you were put back into danger where you could possibly die. Anybody who thinks refugee and immigrants are terrorists or going to harm you are wrong, because in fact only 20 out of 3.25 million immigrants welcomed to the U.S. have been convicted of terrorism in the last 4 decades. When people say that there are terrorists coming to the country, they're just spreading false rumors and they should be stopped. If people who want a better life to try to come to America, we should let them, not stop them and say that they're terrorists trying to attack the country. Over the past 3 years, millions of refugees coming into America who are fleeing ISIS and war in Syria are stopped and forced back into the country because all they want is to get into safety, but instead they are blocked. Rather than stopping all the people, we should help people and bring them into the country and use all the money that's being put on stopping people on better security so we can check the people who really need to be stopped. This is why we should not allow refugee and immigrant bans, so people can be safe and enjoy the hostility of America. It is very important we let refugees come to us for help, because if we don't, they risk their lives every day by just living at their houses. Do you know what it feels like to be prevented from help and being forced away from safety?